Coach, what do you do now other than talk to guys like us now that you're not on the sideline?
I'm sorry, I missed it.
I said, what do you do now for fun when you're not talking to radio hosts?
Well, I enjoy talking to you, man, because y'all are the ones that make y'all are the ones that set it. Y'all are the ones that make it fly. If it wasn't for you folks, the media, people wouldn't know and people wouldn't go. And so I appreciate what y'all do. I've always felt like when I talk to the press, I owe them a story. They're looking. They make their living. You make your living on stories, and I feel like I owe you one, and so I'm gonna do my best to give you one.
Well, you've given us great stories. 2 national championships, a hell of a coaching career, and again, really set apart what Florida State is all about, and that legacy continues now, as you talked about with Jimbo, but it started with Coach Bobby Bowden. So we appreciate the time, and we're looking forward to checking out the Bowden Dynasty film, Coach. We're excited about what it's going to be about. I know you're privy more than anybody, but what Mike and I have been saying, these are the kind of things we love to see being big college football fans.
Well, we sure appreciate your response, and we appreciate you having me on the program today because we would like to have a nice group there for that. Thank you very much.
You got it, Coach. Go Noles.
Bye.
There he is, Coach Bobby Bowden. Always a big thrill and a lot of feedback from you guys while we're talking to Coach on our Salmon Brothers Diamond text line. I mean, I've just sharpened recalling dates and games and knowing everything, and that's great to hear. And, again, for guys that are interested in it, we'll put the information out on our Twitter pages at Mike Bell ATL and put them up C Dukes. But it's going to be Thursday, guys, August 31st, Regal 10 Stadium Cinema. Coach will be there. There'll be a Q&A, so I think a lot of Florida State fans and boosters will definitely want to check it out. But it was kind of cool hearing guys saying, look, I'm a Florida fan. I'm a Clemson fan, but they love hearing Coach Bowden, the voice, just so recognizable.
Well, these are the kind of things, sometimes these great stories, Mike, get lost. These stories that maybe have never been told, or maybe a few coaches know about them, behind the scenes, stuff that went on. There's a guy that texted in was saying, Bobby, was recruiting a guy and was, accosted, I guess, by gunmen.
That's Leroy Butler's story. That's another story. And basically because the guy said it's Coach Bowden and everybody's put the guns down.
Yeah. So
there was no robbery occurring.
It's stuff like that you go, what? That really happened? And, 34 years of coaching. And by the way, Bobby Bowden's 87. Okay? You just heard a guy recall dates at 87 like it was yesterday and telling you about players. That's amazing, man. So can't wait to see what this thing's about.
And really cool because obviously it was tough when things were kind of on the lean years on the back end and there were some folks saying it was time to go. It was good to hear him give respect to Coach Fisher. That was tough. Jimbo was the coach in waiting, kind of pushed on Coach Bowden, but it all worked out in the end.